It's me, Mario. Hello.
Hey everyone, welcome to another Let's Play. I'm your host and guy behind the six, Matt Paxton, the multimedia manager, and I am joined by Trevor Gould.
Hey everybody, glad to be here for another Pure Nintendo Let's Play, and a great game we got.
Absolutely, I am so excited that we get to play this game. There were going to be two other people here, but, you know, I guess they decided they didn't want to show.
Yeah, the heck with them.
Exactly. And we're going to be doing this one a little bit differently than what we usually do. Well, I don't know why I say usually do, because it's the second ever Let's Play. I'm so confident in my skills in Mario 64 that we will be collecting all 120 stars.
Yours truly.
So this is a 100% run-through.
That's a bold claim.
I can do it in 8 hours. I will claim it and claim it again. And now I will have more recorded evidence. So, I don't know about you, but Mario 64 is definitely in the top 10 games of all time for me.
Yeah, I think I'd agree with you. I've got so much respect for this game and what it did. At the time, I mean, back in '96, this was, it pretty much established the whole, like, 3D kind of platformer sort of genre.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
we've never really seen anything quite like this. I mean, they had 2.5D platformers, they had, ones with, that would put you, like, on a predetermined path, like a Crash Bandicoot or something, but this was just totally move any direction, wide open world. It was stunning.
Yeah, Crash Bandicoot had nothing on this.
Yeah.
Let's see now. 1, 2, 3. See if I can do it. Ah, I already messed it up. Oh.
Spoiler alert for anyone who's never seen this, almost 20 years later.
Yeah. And it's great because this is so different from any other Mario. Because it's not just go to the end of the level. It's you have another objective, a new objective now.
Oh, I know it. And some of the stars. I mean, this was really the infancy of the internet. It's not like you could just go on GameFAQs and be like, where do I find such and such a star? I mean, it was, it was quite a challenge, I guess.
And then there we go. I skipped the text, but that was Bowser saying he has taken all the stars. And now, we jump into paintings.
Woo, look at that shimmering effect.
So, Trevor, what was your first experience with Super Mario 64?
I actually was very fortunate to play the Japanese Nintendo 64 a couple months before it launched in this region. I used to go to a game store when I was a kid. Die-hard Game Store, I think is what it was. And they had different imports set up, and I remember this one, they actually had a time limit restriction. You could only play for like 10 minutes or something. But yeah, it was stunning as a kid to see this. And then shortly after the N64 launched, I think it was a couple months later, I got pneumonia or something. I was homesick for a week or so, and I rented the 64, I think from Blockbuster, with Mario 64, and for being as sick as I was, it's really good memories.
And I just kind of wanted to point this out. We got our first star, but it was actually the 6th star that you're supposed to get in this. And a lot of these stages, that's what makes this game as awesome. Is a lot of stages, you can just get stars in any order that you want. You don't want to get the first star? Fine, go get 8 red coins or whatever,
Oh yeah, absolutely. Those who want a less linear adventure. I mean, this was really, and you can't do it with every star, but there's quite a bit of flexibility in the approach you take for which levels you go, or even within the same level.
That's absolutely true. And what we've seen in when we get to Whomp's Fortress shortly, we're gonna see a little bit of the different paths because you know, I'm a huge fan of this game, and I've seen like speed runs of this game. I don't know if anybody's ever seen like somebody get like 120 stars in like 2 hours or whatever. And I'm not that fast, but like we're kind of watching them, and then sometimes for fun, me and my friend will pop in this game, and we'll just see how many stars we can get, and we'll try to repeat some of the tricks, and you know, but I've gotten a couple of them down pretty packed, so.
Yeah, this really expanded Mario's repertoire. I mean, just the wall kick alone. I mean, how versatile is that going to be?
Oh yeah. And I always forget, but when you pick up Mario 64, its wall kick is way different than anybody else's, or any of the the following Mario games, because they refined it to where you grab a wall and then you slide down and you can wall kick at any time. Uh oh, I can't hit the A button. There it goes. But in like 64, it's a split-second timing.
Yeah,
you gotta hit that wall.
True. They really tightened up the experience, I think. I know we were talking before we started filming, like, about the camera. And, like, by today's sensibility, this camera is very clunky. But back in '96, this was cutting edge. Nobody had done anything like this.
Oh, yeah.
So it's nice to see how they took what worked and then fine-tuned it and polished it over the years.
Yeah. And pretty much everything on here is cutting edge, I think. Or not, well, not cutting edge now, but like everything about Mario 64 was cutting edge when it came out.
Absolutely. I think it's worth pointing out too, I kind of forget about this sometimes, but playing on the Virtual Console really does kind of clean up the experience. I know some people are nostalgic for that N64 blur, but yeah, I really think the VC is nice, a good alternative if you don't have the original hardware.
That's true. I think I bought this again with like the Club Nintendo when that was still big.
Yeah, that's how I got mine too.
Ooh.
Good old Club Nintendo.
Not anymore though.
Now, did you play this on the 3DS when they reimagined it slightly?
You mean the
or on
DS?
the DS? I'm sorry, the DS.
I did not. Mario 64 too, and that we knew you could play with different characters and all that, right? Shoot.
Yeah. It was interesting. I don't think the purist in me still prefers the original for various reasons.
I agree. I love the original. I mean, I have an open mind, but
yeah. It was cool. I mean, it's cool to have it on the handheld and take it on the go, but it just...
Yeah, for me...
I wouldn't recommend it in lieu of the original. I'd recommend it in addition to.
Yeah, definitely not in lieu. Alright, and that secures our victory for our third star.
Wow, you toasted it.
Did you ever know about the kick?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Did you ever know about this kick? Like,
I'm watching you here.
It's like a slide tackle.
Oh. You know, I probably did it one time. I think I forgot about it.
I only found that out because I had like a Mario 64 guy when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah. That was one good thing back when this came out. It got so much coverage from like gaming magazines, which were still pretty prevalent at the time. So even though, you know, the internet wasn't quite what it was, you know, today.
Wait, hang on. Did you say that gaming, are you like implying that gaming sites or gaming magazines are not as prevalent today?
Well, unfortunately not.
We kind of work for a gaming site, if you remember now.
I know P&M were still trying to carry on the torch with print literature, but but back in the day, boy, I mean, even besides Nintendo Power, there's Game Pro, EGM, so many choices. I can't even think of them all. But I had most of them actually.
Did you?
I did. I had probably at one time. I must have had 6 or 7 different subscriptions going.
I had Nintendo Power and Nintendo Power alone.
Wow, so you're the real Nintendo purist.
That's right. Well, I was when I was a kid, absolutely. And then of course I got into other consoles but
I still have my old issues, which are not easy to store. Not as easy as I would hope.
Oh yeah, I bet.
just because I have so many.
Let's see. Let's go get the slide stars next.
Alright.
Do.
I think what's really cool too, like you just raced Cooper the Quick, and you know he showed up later, so there's a lot of you know, not continuity. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but
it might be continuity. What are you talking about?
Well, like Cooper the Quick, you'll get to revisit him later.
Oh yeah.
They bring in, you know, characters. It keeps, even though it's all fresh experiences, they'll bring in familiar elements.
I thought I had that.
Oh, you had a little too much inertia or momentum.
Yeah, and that's kind of a problem with this, with Mario 64. You don't notice that in the later Mario games, but if you go back to this, it's like Mario controls like a brick sometimes.
Yeah. Well, even with the 2D Marios, I mean, you play the original, and then you play the new Super Mario series.
Oh, yeah.
They've refined it in a lot of, for better or worse. I mean, some people play the older style, but there you go.
Yay! Now I just gotta make it there in time. I think it's under 20 seconds, right?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that! 19.9!
Wow. By the skin of your teeth.
Yeah, seriously.
Where'd that expression come from? Did your teeth have skin?
Is the enamel considered the skin of the teeth?
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna go with that. That's where, maybe dentist said it?
Leave a comment in the description and let us know.
Yes, please tell us. We'll, I don't know, we'll do something awesome for you. Now I get to do it again. Whee! No, I did the same thing.
Oh, no.
The same thing.
That's what's cool about this game, though, is there's so many secret stars that, like, if you get tired of a certain level or get stuck, there's never something not to do.
Oh, yeah. I think there's, like, 16 secret stars, I think.
I probably knew at one time. I can't remember now, but it seems like there's a lot.
I don't know. Yeah, I remember there's a lot. Whatever. We're going to find them all anyway.
That's right, yeah, you promised. So.
I don't know the number, but I know where they all are. Yes, I got it. Points for style.
Here we go.
Alright. And that brings us to 6 stars. Time to go visit Whomp's fortress.
Alright.
And, what I've been doing for Let's Plays, what I did for Super Metroid is I play the game beforehand, right before we record, so I kind of get used to everything and know where it is, so we're not just like meandering around for an hour.
I see, you ruined the illusion. Everyone was going to think you were just...
Actually, I was going to say, not so much for this game. I just did it enough to get the feel for it. That's all I needed.
Yeah. How do you feel playing this with like the Pro Pad versus like the original N64 controller?
I'll answer that in a sec. I just want to point out that I'm about to get a star that you need this cannon for originally, but I'm not going to use that cannon. Just going to do this. Oh, shoot.
Ah.
Okay, here we go. Got it.
Oh, look at that.
But to answer your question, it feels really weird at first. It took me a couple of completion runs to fully get used to using a Pro Controller versus the N64. Because they feel so different.
Yeah.
Alright, and here's another thing I'm going to try. Let's see if I can do it. God, look at it. I'm like, I just tapped the stick, and that's how far he goes. 1, 2, 3. Whoa! Got it.
Wow.
And now we fight Big Whomp. And, sorry, I'll not skip the dialogue so much next time. That's just such automatic thinking, but maybe our viewers haven't played Mario 64. So, for those who want to see the witty dialogue, and the dialogue isn't bad, I gotta say, I mean...
Yeah, it's for a more story-driven Mario, it's pretty good.
It's a story-driven Mario.
To the extent that Mario games, platformer Mario games can be.
Full of mystery.
It's not Paper Mario, but
it's no Paper Mario. Yeah, you're right. Paper Mario, or the Mario RPG series in general, has much more story. And everybody has character progression except for Mario.
If by chance anyone's watching this and has not played this game, rest assured, there's a lot more to these levels. Like the star match has got, normally you go around the level and work your way up.
Yeah. I'll do that. You want me to do it? I can do it this star. Show people around. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. Nope. Actually, you know what? Forget that. I'm not going to do it because I'm going to do it when we get 100 coins.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
1, 2, 3. Oh.
Sure, that's another cool thing. Each main level, not counting well, actually, even I don't know. Each main level you can get 100 stars. So that's like
you mean 100 coins?
100 coins to get a star.
Yeah.
And that's its own cool thing because there's a few levels.
Now,
there's really like 100 is all there is.
Yeah. Those are levels gonna be a pain. See, I could get the star, but I don't want to actually. You know, I don't feel like getting it. I think I'm gonna get another
scope
star.
with that camera. You can go out and look and see the whole level. That was so cool. We take that for granted now, but that was so cool back in the day.
Yep. There's a good view of the level too, right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, I missed.
Oh, you were close.
I thought I had that. I'll cut that out. Okay, hang on. There we go. You got in my way. Okay, can do it. Oh.
Yeah.
It's all falling apart now. There we go.
I was gonna say, if you don't get it this time, that's a sign you're supposed to sneak by him so we can hear the little, like, lullaby music that plays.
Oh yeah, we'll show that off when we get the 100 stars. Or the 100 coins. Oh, now I'm doing it like you are. Okay, here goes. Whoop! I forgot. Gotta get back to the Mario cam. God.
Why do I keep saying 100 stars?
Got it.
There you go.
Now
Was it Sweet Coden? Was that the one, 101 stars?
108. Yeah, 108 heroes.
108, yeah. Maybe I'm...
Because it's based off of that Chinese story.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, now let's get 100 coins.
All right.
And here's a sign, and it'll tell you everything you need to know about how to kill this piranha plant. And that kind of gives you a hint that you tilt the stick slightly.
Such relaxing music.
You'll wake it up. Punch in the face.
This had a robust soundtrack for being a cartridge.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this is great. 64-bit audio, or whatever you call it.
Yeah, I don't know what you would call it.
Just so iconic. I mean, I can hum all these tunes.
Yeah. And, you know, looking back on, actually, before I say that, speaking of music, have you ever heard about the Mario and Zelda big bands? Like, there was like a CD that came out, and it was like a jazz band, and they played like remade, or reorchestrated soundtracks, not orchestrated, sorry, rearranged, but it was all jazzy and stuff.
I've heard a bunch of remixes. I can't think of specifically any jazz ones though, but that sounds cool.
It's really good. It's probably on YouTube. Because I'm saying that because we can't get the soundtrack here in the U.S. So you know what? Go check it out on YouTube. Mario and Zelda Big Band. Not you, Trevor. You gotta stay here. Everyone else, they can pause the video and then come back.
Oh, thanks for telling me. I had taken off.
Yeah. Thanks. Alright, I've already got 70 coins, by the way.
Yeah.
Whoop. Got it.
And certain levels are better suited to get coins than others. You know, there's a few that if you miss one, you pretty much have to start over because there's just not enough available.
Yeah.
And I think that's good. I think that's a way to introduce an extra layer of challenge, you know, into the game.
If I had to guess, I think like this is the level that's supposed to introduce you to the concept of getting a star when you get 100 coins, because coins are everywhere.
Yeah.
And so you're inevitably going to think either, or you inevitably either get the 100 coins, or you think, what happens if I get 100 coins? And then you do, and then the star pops up, and you know. And you
That's
realize,
true, because I think the Battlefield one, I don't think there were a great deal of extras. Like, a lot of the extras were in the sky,
yeah. So,
and which aren't always that easy to get.
yeah, that's why we're waiting on that, is specifically for the wing cap, so we can go back and we'll get the 100 stars there. And the other star that has to do with flying through 5 rings in the sky.
Yeah.
Did you find Wing Cap Mario hard to control?
I still do, even though I've played this game to death. I still kind of do.
Yeah. No, I agree. He is hard to control. All right.
Yeah.
8, 9, 100. And there's our star. Look at that. We already have 10 stars.
Yeah, you're rocking this. When you play this, do you prefer to, like, as soon as you can open up a new world, do it, or
Nope.
would you rather, to the extent you can, complete the world you're in?
I do. I complete the world I'm in as much as I can. Okay, here we go.
I'm back and forth depending on whatever my mood is when I play.
Oh, get out!
But I like that you have that option. I think that's great.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. Alright, there's the 8 red coin star. You know, even though this is like an early level, I still get kind of giddy. Or nervous, I guess. It's almost like Vertigo for the N64. We're in a dangerous place. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna fall any moment. I get a little nervous.
That's how I feel on a cool mountain when I'm sliding around. I'm like, oh no.
It's only this game, too. In Mario Galaxy, or Mario Sunshine, or any of the Marios, you know, I'm fine. It's just this game. Alright, now let's go to the top of the fortress. Oh yeah, we got 11 stars. I don't even remember what the last star was. I'm just moving too fast in my own memory. And I'm pretty sure that Bullet Bill that just passed us is like the only instance where Bullet Bill appears in the entirety of Mario 64.
Really?
I think so.
Now I'm trying to remember.
I'm not 100% on that.
Well, I'll give it to you for now, unless I can remember otherwise.
Alright, one more star. I don't remember what the star is. Oh yeah, that's right. And I'll show off this L. He's right here. That's how you originally get to the top.
And here's what thing, like, how would you, just playing this, how would you discover that, on your own?
I think it's just, you climb every tree, and then...
Yeah.
Because that's the only tree there in this level. And it's kind of placed... Oh, it could be this, too. The tree is placed right next to the wall, right? So a player might think, oh, here's a shortcut. If I just climb to the top of the tree, and then jump over, then I'm already that much closer to the top of the fortress. And then the owl comes out, and it's like, okay. How can I use this owl?
Thinking about this corner here.
Ooh, yeah. Blast away the wall. This one was really obscure.
Yeah, some of these clues were very, very cryptic, and that's where, like, a guide or whatever would come in handy, because you find, 60, 70, 80 on your own, and then you're like, oh, I'm still missing a few dozen.
Yeah. And they only provide a little clip. It's like, blast away the wall. What wall? Which wall? There's so many walls.
This whole level is one big wall.
And I don't know if the viewers at home can see this, or if there's a capture device can see it. But you can see the graphical, there's like a little bit of a line here on the adjacent wall to the one where I'm about to get the star in. It's like a graphical difference. Because that one, the left part of the wall is destructible and the right part of the wall isn't. And that's kind of your hints.
Was that in the original version, or?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, see, because I would see that, I would just think that's like an emulation glitch or something. That's interesting.
Well, that's it for Thwomp's Fortress, everyone. And now, because we got 10 stars, we can go get the wing cap. I like how it says, in order to increase altitude, press up on the joystick just as if you were flying an airplane. Now, I've never flown any airplane, but I'm sure it's more complicated than that.
Well, you got to remember when this launched, it launched with Pilot Wing 64, so maybe...
Oh yeah, that's true.
And that was a good game too. Nowhere near the level of Mario 64, obviously, but that was a good second game.
Yeah, Pilot 64, or Pilot Wing 64 was like, I think it's criminally underlooked. It was definitely a fun game, and it was a nice look at the N64. Also, look at this. Switch won't activate until I get off. Do a little save. Another secret star. And we're up to 14. I think that's enough to get into Bowser's door up there. Or it was 7. One of those two. Either way, who cares? We should be able to get... Let's see. There's 3 more in here. And there's 7, 7, 1. So 3, 7... So there'll be 18 more stars on this floor before we can fight Bowser. Just
You're gonna go for them all?
Of course I am.
Oh, no, I know you are eventually. I just meant before you face Bowser.
Oh yeah, because I loved also getting the message. It was like saying that I've unlocked the basement.
Yeah.
It's like now you can go hit Bowser's submarine, and it's like I haven't even beaten the first Bowser yet. And
yes, this castle is even bigger than it appears from the outside.
Yeah, but that was cool. Like when you unlocked the next section of the castle, it like really felt like an accomplishment. It was like, what are we gonna get now?
And I think if I remember right, they designed it this way since this was like the first 64 game. They weren't really familiar with like the memory management, and I think they did the leap into painting thing to kind of maximize space in the cart. Does that sound right?
I have no idea. I'd actually have to go look that up. I've never heard that before, but I think that's a really neat workaround.
In fact, I think originally, like in the early planning stages, Ocarina of Time was going to take a similar approach that had basically link hopping into paintings. You know what? I read so much, it's hard to remember sometimes what's what. And I might be combining memories.
Well, I mean, we'll look it up. I'll put it... I've decided to change up the format a little bit, in that not only are our episodes a half-hour long this time instead of an hour, but if we ever talk about obscure stuff like we did all the time in the Metroid Let's Play, then I'll just put like a link in the comments of our YouTube page and then our KubaCast page. And it's stuff that we talked about, and it's like, oh, okay, so I'll go take a look at that. So, you know, if you guys have no idea what we're talking about, just check out what we wrote below the video, and you'll know. And you'll be on the same page as all of us.
I feel like we're a public service in that. The more you know.
Exactly.
I'm dating myself with that. I don't even know if they've had this for years.
See? People already clicked on it, and they know the more you know is from a G.I. Joe PSA.
There you go. Yeah, even today I find the wing cap a little unwieldy.
I completely agree.
But again, I say, you know, at the time, we could do better.
Not PlayStation.
That's true. I mean, there really was no 3D proper. I mean,
I almost got that star.
Like, I love, like, Nights into Dreams on the Saturn, but that was, you know, still essentially you were on rails.
Yeah. This was, like, a good precursor to, like, open world gameplay, I think.
Absolutely. And then Nintendo 64 in general, for better or worse, would get a ton of Mario 64-esque games. Some were better than others.
Yeah. I can't think of any, but I mean, what do you have?
Oh, like, you know, well, Banjo-Kazooie's probably, what, the most popular one, I guess.
Oh yeah, that's right. I don't know why I never thought of Banjo-Kazooie. It's so obvious.
Yeah, or even what Nintendo did with, like Donkey Kong 64 maybe, or just a lot of the transition into 3D worlds. It seemed like 3D world games and racers were the two genres that kind of dominated the 64, I think.
Yeah.
And which is funny because now on the Wii U you don't see a great deal of either.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, there's platformers. The platformers come back up. I think we're just looking at a much more balanced generation.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, 100 stars.
Here we go!
Let's go finish getting the 8-bit coins. Yeah, because, okay, so platformers were on the rise, and then RPGs and JRPGs were on the decline. Because, like, it was... Turns out adding a third dimension just kind of made everything that much more difficult. And crafting a giant game, a world, a story, and kind of having the graphics.
Well, that's one thing with the cartridge that really, I think, hurt Nintendo, because how many real RPGs did they have? I mean,
there was Quest 64, that's the only one that really comes to my mind.
Yeah, I think they had, there was a game with Mage in the title. I think it was a late game.
It's called what?
It had Mage in the title. I can't think of it.
Man.
Mage Chronicles or something.
Yeah, it was late. I probably haven't waited. Oh man, that really hurt.
I think it was a late release, and I get, well, Paper Mario, I guess, kind of gave birth on the 64, but.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember when news of that started coming out, because everyone was clamoring for another Mario RPG, and the original title was Mario RPG 2.
Yeah, and it ended up kind of forming its own, I guess, like a cousin kind of the series. Keeping a lot of it and adding its own unique.
Alright, so we're going to grab this star here, and then that'll be it for episode 1. So let's see if we can get this in one shot. Let's go a little bit lower, right here. Missed one.
That was still pretty respectable, though.
Alright, well, let's see if I can dive on this star.
Look at the draw distance. That's very great for 96.
So what do we got here? 30 minutes and we got 17 stars? I guess that's respectable.
Absolutely.
Alright, folks. That's 30 minutes. So we're probably going to roll into the next one, but you won't see us again until next week. So until then, we'll see you later.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.